We now explore the reflection corner by the lake, a tranquil area where the water is deeper and perfectly mirrors the sky and shimmering light above. Here, the surface remains undisturbed, creating a serene canvas for observing subtle changes. The Edo gardener emphasizes the importance of watching even the smallest movements on the water. These gentle ripples and shifting reflections reveal much about the natural world, from the passing of clouds to the presence of wildlife. Through careful observation, one gains a deeper understanding of nature's rhythms and the delicate balance within the garden's ecosystem. The Edo people developed a unique method for observing and interpreting natural phenomena by using small objects such as stones and dry leaves. By placing these items on the surface of water and watching the ripples they created, they could discern subtle changes in wind direction, humidity, and atmospheric pressure. This technique, known as the dynamic map, allowed them to predict weather patterns with remarkable accuracy. Through careful observation of these waves and their interactions, the Edo established a deep connection with their environment. Their approach highlights the ingenuity of traditional knowledge and the importance of being attuned to nature's signals. The art of Edo gardening is marked by a profound sensitivity to nature. Gardeners listen to the rhythm of water and observe the harmonious interplay of natural elements, cultivating patience and empathy with the gentle pace of the pond. This attentive observation goes beyond mere technique. It becomes a meditative practice. Through this process, the gardener gradually immerses themselves in the natural world, fostering a deep connection with their surroundings. Such mindfulness transforms routine tasks into moments of reflection, allowing the spirit of nature to guide each movement and decision.
Under the soft glow of the moon, an Edo-era garden transforms into a sanctuary of stillness. The air is cool and fragrant, and the silence is so deep that every sound seems magnified. Even the faintest ripple across the pond carries a sense of mystery, as if nature itself is whispering secrets to those who listen. In this peaceful setting, Edo gardeners found meaning in the smallest movements, interpreting each subtle sign with careful attention. Tonight, we journey into their world, exploring how these quiet clues shaped their understanding of the garden's rhythms and life. The night invites us to slow down, to notice what is easily overlooked, and to discover the gentle language of water and wind. Edo gardeners possessed an extraordinary ability to interpret subtle changes in their surroundings. By carefully observing the surface of a pond, they could anticipate shifts in the weather, noticing patterns in ripples, reflections, and the behavior of aquatic life. Unlike today's reliance on digital forecasts, these gardeners depended on their acute senses and years of experience. Their deep connection with nature enabled them to recognize signs that most would overlook, such as the way a sudden stillness or a change in water clarity might signal an approaching storm. This intimate understanding of the environment was cultivated over generations, allowing them to tend gardens with remarkable precision. Their skills exemplify a harmonious relationship with the natural world, where observation and intuition guided daily life. Meeting an Edo gardener offers a unique glimpse into the wisdom of the past. As he kneels by the pond, he carefully observes the patterns of ripples spreading across the water's surface. Each subtle movement, whether caused by a gentle breeze or a falling leaf, provides valuable information about the changing weather and the health of the garden. Drawing on centuries-old traditions, the gardener combines inherited knowledge with keen intuition, reading the environment in ways that modern instruments often overlook. His decisions, when to water, when to prune, or when to shelter delicate plants, are guided by a deep connection to nature. Through years of experience, he has learned to trust these signs, making daily choices that sustain the beauty and balance of the garden. In this way, tradition and personal insight come together, shaping a living legacy of environmental stewardship. The weather reading practices of Edo gardeners hold a unique place in cultural history, bridging the gap between empirical observation and traditional wisdom. Over the centuries, debates have arisen about the scientific accuracy of these methods, yet their enduring value lies in the careful attention paid to subtle changes in nature. By observing the color of the sky, the behavior of birds, or the scent of the air, these gardeners developed a nuanced understanding of their environment. Their legacy reminds us that knowledge is not always found in books or instruments, but often in the quiet moments of watchfulness. Today, their approach encourages us to slow down and reconnect with the rhythms of the natural world. The artistry of Edo gardeners is a testament to the power of patience and perception, offering timeless lessons for those willing to listen and observe.
In Edo-era gardens, craftsmen relied on a set of silent tools to deepen their understanding of the natural environment. A slender bamboo stick, a wooden spoon, a smooth round stone, and a thin cord were among their essentials. Each tool served a unique purpose. The bamboo stick helped gauge the water's surface, while the wooden spoon was used to measure subtle changes in moisture. The round stone could detect faint vibrations, and the cord revealed the direction of the wind. Through these simple instruments, gardeners observed delicate phenomena that often escape the naked eye, allowing them to care for their gardens with remarkable sensitivity and precision. The gardener carefully demonstrates how to use each tool to sense changes in the pond. A gentle swirl with a wooden ladle reveals subtle movements in the water, while a string, suspended and left to spin with the wind, indicates shifts in the air. These simple observations provide valuable clues about the weather, allowing the gardener to anticipate rain, wind, or sunshine. By reading these natural signs, daily tasks in the garden can be planned more effectively. The connection between tools and nature becomes a practical guide for tending to the garden's needs. In Edo-era gardening, every tool was given a unique name, reflecting the deep respect and care artisans had for their craft. Knowledge and techniques were carefully passed down through generations, ensuring that each gardener inherited not just skills, but a profound connection to tradition. The garden itself was seen as the heart of daily life, a living space that shaped routines and values. Silent tools did more than assist with tasks. They served as subtle indicators of weather changes and the garden's health. This attentive observation fostered a close bond between humans and nature. Through these practices, the garden became a symbol of harmony and continuity, embodying the spirit of the Edo way of life.
As you stroll along the stone edge of Edo Lake, the subtle rhythm of the water reveals itself in gentle waves and drifting cherry blossoms. The air carries the earthy scent of damp soil and a delicate mist, heightening your senses with each step. A gardener explains how the tiny ripples blend together, forming a soft and harmonious pattern across the surface. He emphasizes the playful and light-hearted nature of noticing each small detail, encouraging a deeper appreciation of the lake's tranquil beauty. In this serene setting, every element, from the movement of water to the fragrance in the air, contributes to a soothing and balanced atmosphere. The Edo people developed a unique practice of observing ripples on the surface of water to predict wind direction, humidity, and the daily rhythm within their gardens. Regular, evenly spaced ripples were seen as signs of a favorable day ahead, suggesting calm weather and harmonious conditions. In contrast, gentle disturbances or irregular waves indicated impending changes in the weather, such as shifts in wind or moisture. This method reflected a deep connection between humans and nature, as the Edo believed that the patterns on the water mirrored the environment's subtle moods. By reading these signals, they adjusted their activities and maintained balance with the natural world. Gardeners in Edo developed a unique method for observing the interplay between waves and wind by watching how fallen leaves moved across the ground. This subtle approach allowed them to gauge natural resonance and adjust their gardening tasks accordingly. The technique was both practical and playful, blending keen observation with a touch of humor. It became almost like a game where humans engaged directly with the rhythms of nature. Through this practice, gardeners demonstrated a deep respect for their environment, using simple cues to harmonize their work with the elements. Such ingenuity highlights the creative spirit and adaptability of Edo-era horticulture. As you observe the surface of the lake, gentle ripples spread outward, mingling with floating petals and patches of green algae. Sunlight dances across the water, creating shifting patterns of light and shadow. In this tranquil setting, the gardener shares lessons in patience and focus, guiding you to notice the subtle changes and delicate movements. The rhythm of his words is soft and soothing, occasionally punctuated by light-hearted humor. Through this experience, you come to understand how calm observation can reveal hidden details and foster a deeper sense of mindfulness. The interplay of nature and gentle instruction encourages you to slow down and appreciate the present moment. Small creatures like fish play an essential role in shaping the overall rhythm of the pond. Their movements and behaviors can serve as subtle indicators for predicting changes in weather and the daily cycles of the garden. Observing these tiny inhabitants often reveals a scene that is both amusing and tranquil, inviting a sense of deep relaxation. The gentle ripples they create and their playful interactions contribute to the peaceful atmosphere, making the pond a harmonious part of the garden's life. This quiet balance between nature's humor and serenity enriches the experience for anyone who takes the time to watch. Experience the harmonious blend of the lake's surface, water bubbles, leaves, waves, algae, light, and living creatures, all coming together in a gentle, rhythmic unity, like a soothing lullaby. The skill of reading Edo Lake goes beyond mere observation. It is about learning to immerse oneself in nature. Through this connection, one can truly sense an absolute tranquility. Each element, from the smallest ripple to the glimmering light, contributes to a peaceful whole. This practice encourages a deeper appreciation for the subtle interactions within the lake's ecosystem. By attuning yourself to these details, you discover a profound serenity that nature offers. The gardener emphasizes that harmony among all elements is the true secret to creating a captivating space. As you observe, the gentle rhythm of the waves and the play of light invite you into a state of relaxation. This tranquil atmosphere prepares you to discover the subtle mysteries that lie within Edo Pond. Each detail, carefully balanced, contributes to an experience that feels both peaceful and intriguing. The scene encourages a deeper appreciation for the thoughtful design and hidden wonders awaiting your exploration. As we arrive at the final lakeshore, the water gleams with remarkable clarity, mirroring the sky and drifting clouds above. Every subtle ripple and reflection seems to hold a story of its own. Guided by the gardener, you're encouraged to notice the gentle waves, the vibrant green algae, and the floating leaves. There's a playful charm in the way each detail is remembered, as if the lake itself enjoys sharing its secrets. The gardener's approach is both humorous and gentle, inviting you to appreciate the small wonders that make this place unique. Through careful observation, the lake reveals its personality, blending tranquility with a touch of whimsy. The Edo people believed that the overall rhythm of a pond could be read through subtle signs such as the movement of waves, the direction of the wind, the play of light, and the presence of moisture. This attentive observation was not only a practical way to understand changes in the garden environment, but also served as a form of meditation. By focusing on these natural cues, they cultivated a deeper awareness of their surroundings. Sometimes this practice took on a playful tone, as individuals humorously interpreted the pond's mood or predicted shifts in the weather. Through this blend of mindfulness and gentle amusement, the Edo found harmony with nature in their daily lives. Small creatures such as fish, insects, and birds each contribute unique sounds to the natural symphony of the lake. The gentle splash of fish, the rhythmic buzz of insects, and the melodic calls of birds blend together, creating a harmonious environment. The gardener highlights how these living beings move and interact in sync, forming a seamless rhythm that resonates throughout the landscape. This unity not only enriches the auditory experience, but also brings a sense of calm and reassurance to those who listen. By tuning into this collective melody, one can truly appreciate the intricate balance and peaceful atmosphere that nature provides. Immerse yourself in the rhythm of the lake, taking slow, deep breaths as you observe the interplay of light, algae, leaves, waves, and living creatures. Each element blends seamlessly, creating a tranquil harmony that invites you to slow down and connect with your surroundings. The craftsman suggests letting the natural tempo guide you, encouraging a sense of unity with the subtle beauty of nature. By attuning to these delicate details, you experience a profound calm, feeling the gentle pulse of the environment. This mindful approach fosters a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things within the lake's ecosystem. In these final moments, a profound sense of tranquility settles in. The gentle sound of waves, the mist rising from the water, and the soft glow of light blend seamlessly with a soothing melody. You become aware of your connection to the centuries-old story of the lake, feeling its peace and subtle beauty resonate within you. This atmosphere envelops your senses, allowing calm and serenity to flow throughout your body. The experience leaves you with a lasting impression of harmony and quiet reflection.
Along the tranquil lakeshore, gentle waves, soft sand, and shimmering light blend together to create a subtle geometric rhythm. The atmosphere is calm, inviting quiet observation and reflection. A gardener shares insights on how to watch the slow ripples spreading across the water's surface. By focusing on these delicate movements, it becomes easier to notice subtle changes in the environment. This mindful approach encourages a deeper appreciation of nature's quiet patterns and the harmony present in each moment. The slow rhythm zones play a crucial role in predicting weather patterns and daily cycles by observing the movements of small organisms such as fish, insects, and algae. These creatures often respond to subtle environmental changes, making their behaviors valuable indicators of upcoming shifts in weather or natural rhythms. The interplay between sand waves and these organisms generates delicate signals, revealing patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. This harmonious relationship demonstrates how closely human life is intertwined with the natural world. By studying these subtle cues, we gain a deeper understanding of the balance and interconnectedness between people and their environment. Experience a sense of relaxation and tranquility as you immerse yourself in the harmonious rhythm of Lake Edo. Paying attention to each subtle detail cultivates patience and a refined sensitivity, allowing you to connect more deeply with your surroundings. This mindful observation fosters a balanced and peaceful state of mind. As you become attuned to the environment, you may notice a gentle calmness settling within, enhancing your overall well-being.
Discover the subtle elegance of the lakeside bonsai garden, where every leaf, branch, and ray of light contributes to the harmonious rhythm of nature. Guided by a skilled gardener, you begin to sense the connection between trees, water, wind, and algae. Unique and humorous observation techniques, once used by Edo-era gardeners, are shared, offering a fresh perspective on the landscape. Through attention to the smallest details, you experience the seamless interplay between people and their surroundings. The art of reading the pond emerges as a form of practical meditation, bringing deep relaxation and a profound sense of tranquility.
In the tranquil area surrounding the pond, the water's surface remains calm, allowing even the slightest movement to become noticeable. The Edo gardener demonstrates how to observe the gentle ripples, listen to the natural sounds, and appreciate the harmony among elements like leaves, algae, sunlight, and fish. Subtle signals from the pond's surface help the Edo people anticipate changes in the weather and sense the humidity in the air. Through these observations, they find peace in the natural rhythm of the landscape, connecting deeply with their environment. This mindful approach reveals how nature's quiet details can guide and soothe those who pay close attention.
In Edo-era Japan, gardeners possessed a remarkable ability to interpret the subtle ripples on a pond's surface. These gentle waves served as a living map, revealing clues about the weather and the rhythms of daily life. By observing the shifting patterns of water, they could anticipate changes such as sudden gusts of wind or approaching rain. Swirling eddies signaled rapid transformations, while the placement of bamboo stakes on the shore helped visualize wind directions. Through these refined observations, the gardeners demonstrated both creativity and patience, embodying a deep connection to nature's cycles. Humorous tales and the tradition of ripple reading among Edo gardeners reveal that this art is more than just a skill. It is a unique cultural expression. Through these stories, we see how the practice fosters a sense of community and connection with nature. Observing the surface of the pond, gardeners engage in lively exchanges, sharing predictions about the weather and interpreting subtle changes in the water. This tradition highlights the playful and insightful spirit of those who dedicate themselves to the craft. It demonstrates how everyday activities can become meaningful rituals, blending practical knowledge with cultural heritage. As I gazed upon the rippling surface of the lake, I found myself drawn into its gentle movement, much like reading lines of a story written anew each day. The waves seemed to dance and shift, creating patterns that felt both familiar and mysterious. Each ripple carried with it a sense of change, as if the lake itself was narrating a tale that evolved with the wind and light. With every moment, the reflections and undulations revealed subtle details, inviting me to interpret their meaning. It became clear why the people of Edo regarded the lake as an open book, its surface offering endless chapters filled with surprise and wonder. Every day, the lake presented a fresh story, waiting to be discovered and understood. In this way, the lake became not just a body of water, but a living narrative, connecting past and present through its ever-changing face.
You cross the old wooden bridge, breathing in the fresh air at the junction of the lake, where waves from 3 directions meet and create intricate ripples. Here, the Edo gardener shares insights into reading the water's patterns to predict both the weather and the mood of the day. He emphasizes how careful observation and patience are essential skills in the traditional art of gardening. By studying the subtle movements of the waves, the gardener can anticipate changes in nature and respond accordingly. This practice, passed down through generations, highlights a deep connection between people and their environment. As you gently touch the surface of the water, ripples respond to your movement, creating a lively, ASMR-like symphony. The artisan emphasizes the importance of subtle listening when interacting with the pond, drawing attention to the delicate feedback it offers. He recounts how Edo period gardeners could anticipate environmental changes through careful observation, relying on their senses rather than modern machines. This tradition highlights a profound connection between humans and nature, where intuition and attentiveness reveal insights that technology may overlook. Such skills, honed over generations, demonstrate the enduring value of mindful engagement with the environment. The craftsman points to the maple leaves drifting down onto the surface of the lake, each creating its own distinct ripple. He explains that every object, whether it is a falling leaf or a swimming carp, sends out its own unique message. Understanding the difference between the overall patterns of the ripples and the subtle details of each small wave is essential. This distinction, he says, is the key to interpreting the language of the lake. By observing carefully, one can begin to read the silent stories told by every movement and disturbance on the water. The gentle ripples, floating algae, bubbles on the water's surface, and fallen leaves are all interconnected within a natural system. By observing these elements patiently and attentively, you begin to perceive the subtle narrative that the lake shares. Each detail contributes to a harmonious whole, much like the notes in a slow, contemplative instrumental piece. The experience invites you to appreciate the quiet beauty and complexity of nature, encouraging a deeper sense of connection. Through this mindful observation, the lake's story unfolds gradually, revealing layers of meaning that might otherwise go unnoticed. The arrival of the carp generates new ripples, adding to the intricate patterns on the water's surface. The artisan explains that these waves can reveal information about moisture levels, temperature, and shifts in the air. Such subtle changes demonstrate how even small creatures play a role in forecasting the garden's environment. By observing these ripples, one can gain insights into the delicate balance of nature present in the garden. The interplay between living beings and their surroundings becomes evident through these gentle movements. You can feel the refreshing air at the lake's intersection as you listen to the tale of the storytelling lake passed down by Edo gardeners. While historians continue to debate the factual accuracy of these stories, the experience itself offers something undeniably valuable. In this tranquil setting, you become aware of the subtle moments and gentle details that nature provides. The calmness of the surroundings invites relaxation and reflection. Regardless of the legend's truth, the atmosphere encourages a deeper appreciation for the present. Here, the blend of history and nature creates a unique sense of peace. You realize a fundamental principle. The more closely you observe and pay attention to every detail, the more you become attuned to the lake and its natural surroundings. This harmony allows you to sense and understand the subtle language of the environment. By immersing yourself in this connection, you gain a deeper appreciation for the delicate interactions at play. Such awareness prepares you for new discoveries that await at Lake Edo, opening your mind to the wonders that lie ahead. Along the shores of Edo Lake lies the enchanting bamboo reflection forest, where the subtle movements of bamboo and gentle ripples on the water blend into a graceful dance of nature. The gardener explains how Edo people once interpreted these delicate vibrations to forecast the weather and care for their gardens, highlighting the playful and gentle ways they connect with their surroundings. Tiny bamboo leaves, used as miniature musical instruments, create a peaceful melody across the lake's surface, allowing observers to sense the harmony among natural elements. The appearance of small fish further emphasizes the importance of every creature in this vibrant ecosystem. Here, each movement merges into a unified rhythm, offering a feeling of relaxation and a profound connection to the natural world. The Edo people developed a unique method to sense wind direction by relying on their senses and the subtle sounds around them. As they walked across wooden bridges, they paid close attention to the faint vibrations that traveled through the structure. These delicate tremors could be felt both through the soles of their feet and heard with their ears. By tuning into these gentle cues, they gained insights into the movement of the wind. This refined sensory experience offered a level of connection with the environment that modern instruments cannot replicate. It highlights the remarkable sensitivity and adaptability of traditional practices. The interaction between wind and lake waves plays a significant role in predicting humidity and weather conditions. By observing the rhythm and movement of the water's surface, the Edo people were able to detect subtle changes in their environment. These patterns, shaped by the wind's direction and strength, provided valuable clues about upcoming shifts in weather. The gentle ripples or sudden disturbances on the lake often signaled changes in moisture levels or the approach of rain. Through careful attention to these natural indicators, the Edo developed a nuanced understanding of their local climate. Their observations highlight the importance of connecting with nature to anticipate and adapt to environmental changes. The traditional method of measuring air pressure and forecasting weather relies on observing the flow of water through bamboo troughs. As water moves slowly along the bamboo channel, its speed and behavior can reveal subtle changes in atmospheric pressure. When the flow becomes sluggish, it often signals an impending shift in weather conditions. This natural indicator has been used for generations, providing early warnings of rain or storms. By carefully monitoring the water's movement, communities can anticipate and prepare for upcoming changes in the environment. Such techniques showcase the ingenuity of using simple natural tools to understand complex weather patterns. In Edo gardens, skilled gardeners developed a unique method to measure humidity and vapor using small bubbles on bamboo troughs. By carefully observing the appearance and disappearance of these bubbles, they could gauge subtle changes in moisture levels. This practice required patience and keen attention, transforming a simple task into a form of moving meditation. As they watched each bubble rise or vanish, gardeners became deeply attuned to the rhythms of nature. The act fostered mindfulness, allowing them to appreciate the fleeting moments and delicate balance within their surroundings. Through this technique, the garden became not only a place of cultivation, but also a space for reflection and harmony. Observing the interplay between waves, algae, and currents is essential for determining suitable activities in the garden. The synchronization of these natural elements forms a subtle forecasting system, guiding decisions and actions. This harmonious relationship illustrates how human activity can align with the rhythms of nature. By understanding these patterns, one can anticipate changes and respond appropriately, ensuring both productivity and sustainability. Such awareness fosters a deeper connection between people and the environment, promoting a balanced and respectful coexistence. The Edo people understood the significance of creatures such as birds and fish in the symphony of weather prediction. Each movement, whether a bird's flight or a fish's leap, carried its own distinct message about the changing environment. By attentively listening and observing these rhythms, the Edo developed a unique natural language. This language allowed them to interpret subtle signs in nature, transforming everyday sights and sounds into valuable information. Their deep connection with the environment fostered an intuitive approach to forecasting, rooted in tradition and keen observation. In reflecting on the Edo people's relationship with nature, it becomes clear that their ability to interpret stories told by the lake and the environment is profound. This deep connection allows them to sense subtle changes and anticipate what is to come. By attuning themselves to the rhythms of their surroundings, the Edo people achieve a harmonious existence, adapting gracefully to even the smallest shifts in nature. Their way of life demonstrates the importance of understanding and respecting the environment, fostering a sense of unity between humanity and the world around them. Through this bond, they find guidance, balance, and a lasting sense of peace.
Nestled along the lakeside, the floating flower garden offers a tranquil escape. As cherry blossom petals drift gently onto the water, they create soft ripples that evoke a sense of peace and relaxation. The gardener describes the delicate beauty of each petal, likening them to tiny musical notes in nature's symphony. This harmonious interplay between flowers and water invites visitors to slow down and appreciate the subtle artistry of the garden. The scene is a gentle reminder of the quiet elegance found in the simplest moments. The Edo people held a unique belief in observing the way flower petals fell as a means to predict the weather and the rhythm of life in their gardens. They noticed that petals drifting gently to the ground often signaled favorable days ahead, while abrupt or erratic falls suggested imminent changes in climate. This tradition blended generations of oral wisdom with careful observation, allowing them to interpret subtle shifts in nature. Over time, these insights were passed down, becoming an essential part of their daily routines and gardening practices. The Edo approach highlights a harmonious relationship between cultural intuition and early scientific reasoning, reflecting a deep respect for the natural world. The petals of flowers serve a purpose beyond mere decoration. In this unique ecosystem, they act as subtle forecasting tools, working in harmony with algae and the gentle waves of the pond to create a dynamic prediction system. Imagine Edo period gardeners carefully observing these interactions, recording their notes as they attune themselves to the rhythms of nature. Their observations reflect a deep understanding of the environment where every element plays a part in anticipating changes. This synergy between flora, water, and human insight exemplifies the intricate balance that defines traditional horticultural practices. In Edo-era Japan, gardeners developed a unique way to predict the weather by observing the color and shape of flower petals as the seasons changed. This method was both subtle and surprisingly playful, reflecting the whimsical nature of the environment itself. By carefully studying how petals shifted in hue, or curled in response to temperature and humidity, these gardeners could anticipate rain, sunshine, or even storms. Their approach blended scientific observation with a sense of humour, as if nature itself was teasing them with clues. This tradition highlights the deep connection between people and the natural world, where even the smallest details could reveal important secrets. It's a testament to the ingenuity and curiosity of those who worked the land centuries ago. Feel the gentle rhythm emanating from the water, algae, leaves, and petals as each detail guides you into a state of deep relaxation. The artisan reminds us to synchronize with nature, allowing its subtle movements to calm the mind and body. In this tranquil garden, every element contributes to a sense of peace and vitality. The interplay of light and shadow, the soft rustling of leaves, and the delicate motion of petals create a harmonious environment. Immersed in this setting, you experience the serene and vibrant essence of the garden, fostering a profound connection with the natural world. Observing the presence of small creatures like fish on the living map of the lake reveals that every organism plays a part in shaping its rhythm and forecasting the weather. Each movement and interaction contributes to the delicate balance of the ecosystem. The skill of reading Edo Lake lies in a subtle harmony with nature and the rhythms of life that surround it. By attuning to these patterns, one can sense changes in the environment and anticipate shifts in weather. This connection is not just scientific, but also deeply intuitive, reflecting a profound respect for the interconnectedness of all living things. The scene concludes with a tranquil lake, its surface adorned by petals, algae, gentle waves, leaves, and shimmering light. This peaceful image invites a sense of deep calm, allowing you to pause and reflect. In this moment, you realize that you have learned to harmonize with nature, much like the people of Edo once did. The subtle interplay of natural elements guides you into a state of serenity, where the boundaries between yourself and the world around you seem to dissolve. This connection brings a quiet understanding and appreciation for the timeless rhythms of the natural world.